let's go to Let's Eat 2 K-drama and why you should watch it without giving you any spoilers. Hyunjin is like one of those actresses that is always in my radar. She really has those facial expressions and she really is a good actress, and that is why I was drawn to Let's Eat 2 first. But I thought, I don't want to lose any side jokes or private jokes that they may have established in Let's Eat 1. So I quickly reverted to Let's Eat 1 before I could even finish the first episode of Let's Eat 2. There is not much of a problem if you started with Let's Eat 2. To be quite honest, Let's Eat 2 is more romantic. So this one focuses more on the romance. I feel like there's a lot of swoon-worthy episodes, and if you're someone who's looking for that, Let's Eat 2 is really good while still combining the appeal of Let's Eat 1, which was to focus on the food with all those tight shots. I think maybe the difference is that this time they even focused on other cuisines, not just Korean cuisines. So number 2 is that I mentioned about me really liking Hyunjin as an actress. I also felt like every character that she has handled, she has created a lot of chemistry between her and the main actor. She had always done that, and she has also done it here. She was also able to establish chemistry with any of the characters in this show. The third reason why you should watch Let's Eat 2 is Suji's OMAD diet, or 1 meal a day. And I can super relate to this. Maybe in Let's Eat 1, the main character there was eating so much, like her weakness is food, and that was me. And when she eats, she wants variety, like a huge spread. That was my eating habits pre-pandemic. When I had so much physical activity, during pandemic, my eating habit is like Suji, 1 meal a day, and I can super relate to it. The appetite hasn't changed. I still like, eat like a monster, but I just try to eat 1 meal so that I can have one full happy meal. Fourth reason is that Daeyoung has finally met his match when it comes to the foodie world. If you haven't seen him in Let's Eat 1, Ko Daeyoung really establishes how certain food and certain side dishes are essential, and he would even argue, and he would always start with something like a mini docuseries or documentary of a certain food, how it started and why it shouldn't be disregarded. This one, he met his match, and Suji is always able to tell him otherwise, and in the end, there's no right or wrong because it's about preferences, two perspectives, like Suji's perspective and Daeyoung's perspective. They do bicker a lot about how to eat food the best way, but it's also nice because you get an idea on how some people do it while other families do it. Like for me here in the Philippines, some people prefer their adobo with so much soup, but for me, I was raised in a family where our adobo is just kind of like dried up, and the more dried up, the better, because it just, the flavor just really sink into the meat. So it's also like that. It's like, different types of culture depending on where you're from or where you're raised. And finally, the fifth reason why you should watch Let's Eat 2 is, although it hasn't given you a lot of backstory, again, of the main character, it leaves you wanting more. So it lasted until episode 18, but as early as episode 13, I already felt so sad that knowing that this series is gonna end. They should have featured more of the backstory of Ko Daeyoung, but again, it also didn't feel so bad that they didn't. You just see some snippets of stories about him, but not much. You even know the other characters more than you know about him, but it's also nice. You're drawn to the character even if they're not saying much. If I'm gonna choose between Let's Eat 1 and Let's Eat 2, that's tough because Let's Eat 1 really had a wonderful culminating finale. If you want to have a feel-good story, Let's Eat 1 is really good. If you're into romance, Let's Eat 2 has revolved more on food and romance. You decide which one, but you can start wherever. I would personally recommend that you start with Let's Eat 1. I would watch Let's Eat 3 if it becomes available on Netflix. Until then, let's wait for it to become available. I hope Netflix brings it. I heard that it ended abruptly because of the main character's assignment to the military service, and they had to quickly wrap things up, and hence the ending wasn't as good as 1 and 2. But I'm still looking forward because Ko Dae-young is really somebody that should be in your radar. He has the cutest smile. He's such a boy next door. If you miss your friend so much, that friend that you always call when you needed someone to drink with, eat with, this is the person that will remind you of your closest best friend. And bickering with that person is also something that gives me a lot of memories with some of my friends. And so there you have it. I think I'm going way beyond what I promised of 5 reasons why you should watch Let's Eat 2. So I hope that this gives you an idea on why you should watch Let's Eat 2 K-drama, and I hope that you check it out. So thanks again for watching and staying up to the very end. I hope that you guys stay safe, and if you need to go out, please wear a mask. Bye everyone. See you again soon.